Hello, number one. How are you? Hello, number two. How are you? Please feel free to say hello, folks. Don't be shy. Hello, numbers three and four. How are you today? Please say hello. Hello, Amanda. I haven't forgot you, by the way. I got some answers last night. I've just had a busy morning. Hello, Lynn. How are you? Lovely to have you. Hello, Diane. Yeah, hailstones, all sorts. It was nice and sunny a little while ago. Now it's cloudy. Um, yeah, it looks like there might be a bit of rain or hailstones. What can you do? How's everybody doing today? Is all okay? I'm not playing any music today because I've noticed when I watched some of the videos back, I should have noticed it sooner, that the music causes interference with the microphone. So I'm hoping this will be a lot clearer today. Well, fingers crossed. Time will tell. Hello, number four. Come on, say hello. Don't be shy. Hello, Michaela. How are you? Good to have you. We'll just give it another wee minute and then we'll get started, folks, will we? How's things with you, Lynn? You doing okay? How's sunny Aberdeen? Right. I think we'll just get started, you know. I think we'll just get started. I'm going to have a scoop of coffee, if that's okay. And we can see what the lovely cards have for us today. These cards are very different. I like to take one of these cards every day just to see what way my day should go. But quite positive cards. Hello, number five. Please feel free to say hello. Right. When we get ready for the first card, I'll not look at them, I'll just shuffle them here. See what comes. Hello, Michaela. How are you? Okay. Today's card is diligence. Where do you exercise due diligence? Now, diligence for me is um, having integrity with everything we do. Sometimes we do things where we maybe can't be bothered, just can't be arsed. The message of this card is do everything that you do with diligence, regardless of what it is, regardless of how mundane it is. Because in doing it with diligence, in some aspects, you're showing gratitude, you're showing thanks for the fact that you can actually do it. You're acknowledging the fact that you're able to do it, even if it's the most mundane things. One of my pet hates is washing dishes. Um, but I'm constantly reminded when I moan about washing dishes that I'm actually I actually should be grateful for the fact that I had food to cook, food to eat, to create the dishes that I'm washing. Okay, so that's exercising a bit of diligence and a bit of gratitude, I suppose. But if you're doing something, and this has a flip side, this card, I guess, if you're doing something and you're being a wee bit dishonest or you're cutting corners, don't. Do it properly. Do it right. Okay? And we're all guilty of that. We all cut corners, don't we? You know who you are. You know what I'm talking about. Um, so, yeah, exercise diligence in everything that you do. So, if it's worth doing, do it right. Okay? And don't be apathetic when you're doing it. That would be the message of this card. Okay? So that will ring home with some people. It won't ring home with others. But whoever it rings home with, take it on board. Alright. That's a good card to start with. Diligence. Maybe I need to listen to it. Hail and snow, Lynn. Oh, not good. Hello, Michaela. Hello, Lindsay. How are you? Hail and snow. So it's not much different to here then, man. Not much different at all. Right. Okay. Beautiful card. Climate of compassion. Right. Where do we start with this? Sometimes when we're wrapped up in our own worlds and in our own life, we don't recognize that everyone is struggling with something. Doesn't matter what it is. Everyone has difficulties. There's nobody's life perfect. It doesn't matter if they're the richest person in the world or the poorest person in the world. Everyone has problems. And the biggest issue we have as humans, we like to portray that life is awesome, when in actual fact, it's a crock of shit some days. Some days it's really difficult and it's really tough to see the wood for the trees. So I guess for me, what this card's really getting at is exercise compassion in all things that you encounter, all people you encounter. None of us have any idea what other people are experiencing or going through. And sometimes we jump to conclusions, myself included. We jump the gun, we say things that maybe weren't warranted, we do things that weren't necessarily fair or decent or reasonable. So, going forward, when something takes place, just take a step back, take a breath, and ask, is my reaction to this, or my words to this, showing compassion, or have we just been ignorant? Okay, that's quite a deep card, actually. Climate of compassion. It's really important to show compassion for everyone, all things, all living beings. Okay, so if you see a sick bird outside, go and try and help it. If you see a sick animal, try and help it. If you see someone in the street struggling to carry their shopping, struggling to cross a road, help them. Offer to help. Offer to help. But don't offer to help in a disempowering way. Just ask very gently, very nicely, excuse me, do you need some help? Okay? Quite a nice card, that. And we don't do it enough. A lot of us don't do it enough. Climate of compassion. The more compassion we all have for each other, the better and nicer place this world will be. Okay? That's a nice card. What are we saying there? Everybody okay with those first two cards? Some of you probably already are exercising compassion. And if you are, then give yourselves a wee hug and take a well done pat on the back, because it's not easy. As I say, sometimes we're also muddled up in our own lives. We forget to be compassionate towards others, or to show more understanding to what somebody might actually be going through. We don't always know or see the true picture of someone. You know what I mean? Okay, another nice card. The things you must enjoy. Okay, so this is a beautiful card. Most of us don't do a lot of things that we enjoy because we're too busy doing the mundane things that we have to do because we've no other choice. So take a pen and a piece of paper later today and just write down a list of 10 things that you enjoy doing, and then right beside it the last time you actually did that. You might be surprised. You might be surprised at how long it has been. Now, from our inner child perspective, it's really important to do things that we enjoy. Because when our inner child is unhappy, the outer adult is also unhappy. Okay, so very important thing to do. So I want all of you this afternoon, this evening, tonight, when you get 5 minutes to yourself, sit down with a pen and a piece of paper and write down 10 things that you absolutely adore and enjoy doing, and then right beside it, when's the last time you did it? And from there, make a plan as to when you can do those things again, and then follow it through. You'll enjoy it even more. Okay? Take the time for yourselves. This has been a thing this week. We don't take enough time for ourselves. So I want you all to do that. I know it sounds childish, but it's actually quite important for your mental and emotional well-being and your spiritual well-being. So things you most enjoy. Alright, so don't forget that one. Seriously. Now, we'll see what else is coming. Is everybody wrapped up lovely and warm today? Is all sitting with duvets or your two winter coats both on at the same time? Feels cold enough for it actually. Feels cold enough for it. It is what it is. What can we do? Right now. Like this card. One card. Calm. Okay. Beautiful card. Right, I want all of you, I know this is childish too, but I want all of you to close your eyes for me. I want you all just to count 6 lovely deep breaths. And as you breathe in, let that breath go right down into your tummy. Then fill up your chest. Then gently exhale. And for the next 10 or 20 seconds, I want you to focus on absolutely nothing except your breath. Now, how did that feel? Did that help you calm? Breathing is a really easy way to calm yourself, especially if your head's all over the place. If you're stressed, if you're anxious, if you're tired out, just take 10 minutes when you feel like that and calm yourself. Because by doing the breath work, it helps lower your blood pressure. Believe it or not, it does help lower blood pressure. I do it all the time. When I get wound up about stuff, I then have to go and sit for 5 or 10 minutes and just do breathing work, and it brings my blood pressure right down. Okay, quite an important thing to remember to do. We don't do it enough. And equally, this card could be an indicator that if your life is absolutely hectic at the minute, it's really important to find that 5 minutes to take the calm energies into your body. Calm breath. Slow yourself down. Relax your mind. Relax your body. Okay? It's not hard to do. You just got to make the effort to do it. Alright? Oh, Michaela, you're in bed with a headache. That's not so good. That's not so good. So it's your headache I'm feeling now. Okay. I wondered who had the headache. I'll see if I can do something with that after we're finished, okay? And maybe it'll lift before we're finished. We'll see. Alright, so remember, folks, deep breaths, especially in situations where your buttons are being pushed. Don't know why I'm saying that. So some of you might be getting your buttons pushed right now. Exercise, calm. The less said is easy mended, okay? Don't know who that's for somebody. So just take a breath, focus on your breathing, and let your body calm itself down, alright? That's a nice card, that. How did you all get on with the breathing? Did you feel yourselves calming down? Or did it just wind you up because there's so much shifting through your head? Which way did it work? Depends. Depends on where we're at. Let's see now. I'm going to have another wee drink of coffee. Sorry, folks. It is decaf, so it's alright. Okay. Haven't seen this one before. Well, I have, but I've just forgot. A wise prayer. Okay. So what's a wise prayer? Saying thank you when you don't need anything, and saying thank you for everything that you have, is a wise prayer, because it shows gratitude and creates more of the same energy and vibration around you. A wise prayer is trusting and saying thank you for keeping me safe when you're starting a car journey. Thank you for allowing me to have a beautiful trip and arriving safe. That's a wise prayer because it's positive. You're already saying thank you, and you're showing gratitude for the fact that you've already arrived, even though you haven't even left. That's a wise prayer. It creates no negative connotations whatsoever. So, if there's something in your life that you're not sure about right now, and you want to pray for help, create a wise prayer. And a wise prayer is looking at it from the perspective of having already received what it is you need help with. Doesn't matter what it is. If you haven't enough money to pay the gas and electric this week, say thank you for bringing me the means to pay my gas and electric this week. And then trust that you will receive some sort of help. Trusting is very important. So that's a wise prayer. Okay. See how you feel about that. A wise prayer is a positive prayer, a positive affirmation that you've already received what you need, and that there's no lack. The biggest problem we have as human beings is we perceive that we lack something. We don't lack anything. Our mind tells us we don't have it, but the truth is, if we open our hearts, open our minds, trust, the answer usually comes. The solution usually shows itself. Okay. That's quite a nice card. Quite a nice card. Okay. I would say, how are we getting on? How are we getting on? These are very different cards today. They're not like all the other cards. Much gentler. I feel they're much gentler anyway. To say these are great cards to use every day. Just take one card every day. It gives you a message. Okay. The truth about emotions. Okay. A house. I know, sweetheart. I know. Truth about emotions. Okay. Most of our emotions, whether we realize it or not, our emotions are reactions sometimes to how we've been brought up, how we've been taught to think, how we've been taught to feel, or how others are reacting around us to the same situation. A lot of the time when we take a step back and observe, we wouldn't portray the same emotions as we would have had we not stepped back. Very valid at the moment for all this nonsense that's going on around COVID and everything else, and vaccines and travel passports and everything else. We have a choice to react, become embroiled in the emotion of it, or we have a choice to step back and observe and go, you know what, I really don't agree with that, or I actually do agree with that. But by taking the step back, and you can apply this to any aspect of your life, any aspect, any situation, any scenario, when you take the step back and observe and go, okay, how do I really feel about this? And then come from that space. It's a totally different way of being. It's a totally different emotion that you will portray, that you will display. And more often than not, when you take that step back, take a couple of breaths and go, how do I really feel about this? You will not react how you thought you would have under normal circumstances, because you're actually taking the time to feel how you really feel rather than react based on how you perceive you should feel. Two very different things. Two very, very different things. And a very important thing to remember. Because if we learn to step back and only react based on how we truly feel, 9 times out of 10, you won't react at all. You just let it go, because it does not matter. And most of what we encounter and most of the things that we get really het up and emotional about do not matter. But when we're in the middle of it, based on our conditioning and our upbringing, we fire off, and I'm guilty of that as much as anybody else. You know what I mean? I can get quite passionate about things sometimes, and if you rub me the wrong way, I will fire off. There's no two ways about it. But I'm learning as I get older to step back, take that breath, and then consider, am I really reacting because of what's taking place? Or am I reacting because I perceive I should react this way? Quite a deep card, that. So try that. The next time somebody rubs you the wrong way, take that step back. Take that 10 seconds to breathe. Oh God, I think it's snowing. Seriously. Take that step back, breathe, and then see how you feel. You might find that you don't react the way you thought you would have. Okay. Pretty good card. Pretty good card. Alright. Half of the time. We're not short in time today. These cards are quite quick and easy, aren't they? I do believe that is snow. Oh, middle of May and it's snowing. Well, it's not the middle of May. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know what I mean. It's not taking time either. Anyway, you don't need a weather forecast from me. Alright, this is a beautiful card, and it actually follows on from that last one. You create your own reality. Okay. Not easy when you're in a tough spot. Not easy when you're in a difficult place in your life. Not easy to acknowledge. And certainly, I don't like acknowledging it whenever I know I've created something that I'm not appreciative of. And that's not to say that you create everything that's in your life. You don't. Other people's actions, reactions, behaviors can cause us all difficulties and strife. And that's par for the course. But how we react to that, how we move forward from that, is down to us. Okay? And we can either move forward from something angry, bitter, twisted, and all these things, all these negative energies, or we can look at it and go, well, do you know what? That has happened. I'm not prepared to carry that nonsense with me. I'm going to create a gentler, sweeter, happier, more fulfilled future. And by thinking that way, you then null the effects of what has taken place. Yes, we all carry things that have happened to us. We all carry that with us throughout our days. But you are not that. So, say you have, say you have a heart condition. Say, just for example, you have a heart condition. Some people will go around talking about this heart condition that they have as if it's the only thing that they are. And because they're talking about this bad heart condition they have, they then manifest it and make it worse. They fuel the negative energies going into that heart condition and make it worse. Instead of coming at it from the perspective of this is what I am, come at it from the perspective this is just a part of what I have. But that is not who I am. This condition, this sickness, this disease, this inability to read, write, paint, whatever, drive, cycle, does not define who I am as a being. Okay, it's very important that because a lot of people get mired in this, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm no. Yes, you have a sickness, you have this, you have a disease. It's not who you are. It does not define who you are as a being. And it's the same with going forward. If you've had a tough childhood, a tough teenage years, tough adulthood, it does not define who you are as a person. You have the ability to create a better future. But you got to change what's in here, and you got to go forward thinking differently. I suppose in many ways we all play the victim, myself included. Shit, anybody that knows me knows I've been through it. I'm no different to anybody else. But by learning to look at things differently, it has created a better future and will keep creating a better future because I'm now creating it with my thoughts, my words, my behaviors, and my actions. So if you're struggling right now, just take time, even if you need to write down what can I do to alter the reality that I am now creating? Because right now, and it's really important that you hear this, it's a really powerful time for manifesting what you do want in your life. So be very mindful of your thoughts and your words, and don't create the things you do not want in your life. Okay? Very, very important. So you got to visualize it, you got to focus on it, you got to trust that it's there, and allow the universe to bring you to that place when the timing is right. The biggest problem most of us have is we want everything today, but we want to have it yesterday. It's not how it works. And we got to go at the pace we're meant to go at. The other, the other thing a lot of people struggle with is the fact that whatever our life path is right now, we chose it. And yeah, that bites bloody deep when you're going through a tough time. That bites really deep. We chose this for our soul lesson, our soul's learning. The human doesn't accept that because the human's fueled by the ego, and the soul, well, the soul's fueled by source. So create what you want, but do it with your positive thoughts, positive words, positive actions. Okay? Don't focus on what you don't want. If you focus on what you do not want, you will create what you do not want. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. That's a good card. That's a good card. In the same token, if you go around thinking people always use and abuse me, people always take advantage of me, if you go around thinking that, then you will attract more people who will do the same. If you go around thinking, I attract people who will treat me with respect and love and see the true value of me, then that will attract people who do see the true value of you. There's a big difference there, okay? So it's quite important to remember that. Alright, that's a nice card too. Lovely cards today, aren't they? Some of you may be thinking, no, Kieran, they're not, but yeah, they are. They're beautiful cards. I think we've got time for one more. Let's see. Close my eyes. Yeah, okay. Okay, and this ties into this last one. It's all about our mindset, okay? And our mindset is really important at creating our future. So you'll understand when I show you this card. Half empty or half full? Are you an optimist or are you a pessimist? If you're naturally a pessimist, please do everything you can to change that. Because there's a huge world of difference. If you have a glass sitting there and it's half full, it's half full. I would never perceive it to be half empty. That just would not enter my head. So if you're the type of person that would look at it and go, it's half empty, then please try and alter that thing. Every time you get one of these thoughts where it is a glass half empty, half full, switch it around. Change it around. Change your thinking. The only way you can do this and maintain it is to change your own way of thinking. Every time you hear a negative thought creeping into your head, turn it, switch it, consciously switch that negative thought to something positive. Okay? So that's actually quite a good card. It was like yesterday when I was talking about if you have an old shit heap of a car that's always giving you hassles and troubles, we still need to be grateful for the fact that we have that car, because without it life would be a lot more difficult. Even though in the moment the car is giving you grief and stress and strife, you still need to see it as half full. You've got a car in the first place. Okay? It's the same with the home. Your home might not be perfect, and Lord knows I struggled when I moved into this new home, and it's a beautiful home, but I still struggled because it wasn't the home I had. I had to switch that out. I had to consciously switch that back. It didn't happen overnight. It took me a week or two, to be fair. But I'm incredibly grateful for the home that I have. It's warm, it's clean, it's cozy. It suits everything I need in this moment. And that's the only thing we have is this moment. We don't have yesterday, it's gone. We don't have tomorrow because we might not be here. So we got to live in the moment, folks, and always live with your glass half full. Because if you go around thinking your glass is half empty, you will just continue on that downward spiral where nothing will ever be enough. And that's the key, I suppose. It's being grateful for what we do have and being grateful also for what we do not have. When's the last time you said thank you for having your health, having the use of your legs, having the use of your hands, having your eyesight, having your sense of taste? You know what I mean? These are small things, but they're really big things when you add them all up. I mean, when's the last time you said thank you after you ate a meal? I enjoyed that. Simple, simple things, but create such a different mindset, create such a different outlook in life. And it's that positive outlook that creates a positive future. Okay. So don't be running around fearful of things. There's nothing to be fearful of. There's nothing in this world to be fearful of. The problem right now is, I would say 80% of the world is living in serious fear. And we don't need to be, because we are safe. If we trust we're safe, we are safe. We don't do silly things, but it's where is your faith in yourself and your connection with your creator. Um, so yeah, please, glass half full, always, 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 always. Now, I hope you've all enjoyed that today. Very different, as I say, those cards are very, very different to any of the other oracle decks and stuff. They're not really oracle cards, but as I say, they're good for daily guidance, daily affirmation, and I usually pull one most mornings when I do my morning meditation. Um, so I hope you've all enjoyed that. I hope you all feel good. I hope you all got something from it. You're okay, Lynn. You're okay, Pauline. No problem at all. Um, and I hope you all have a beautiful day. Remember, glass half full. Really important. Really, really important. Take care, all of you. God bless. Lots of love. And hopefully I'll see you all again tomorrow. Okay. Have a lovely day. Bye bye. Take care.